was facing internal pressure to depart for Earth at once, Gonzalez was farsighted enough to know that it was worth making sure Mars was in good hands before they left, and Jose Calderon's hands were not good hands. Calderon did himself no favors by coming off arrogant and a little bit delusional. It's not like he had any way of compelling the Martian Navy to follow the orders he issued. So Gonzalez and Claire got to talking about what to do about Jose Calderon. They agreed that before the Martian Navy left, they were going to force Calderon to power. In Olympus, auxiliary landing platforms on the periphery that had been inaccessible and damaged because of the EMP were slowly being brought back online. Black Caps in the city determined that one in particular was vulnerable to capture by a relatively small number of partisans. If they captured that platform, they could use it as an entry point to bring in reinforcements from outside the city. And more importantly, if they captured that platform, they could bring Alexander Claire into the city. So Claire, Gonzalez, and the Black Cap leaders in Olympus worked out a plan. Claiming the need to deliver humanitarian assistance to Elysium, Gonzalez commandeered all functional surface shuttles from all remaining functional orbital platforms. This was easily accomplished because the Martian Navy commanded space. Calderon fumed and raged, but dared not order Gonzalez to cease operations because he now knew Gonzalez would ignore the order and Calderon couldn't expose himself to that level of public defiance. So Elysium was now under a crater, of course, and its surface installations were wrecked. But the Omnivore occupation forces had built up a little landing platform installation adjacent to the crater and erected temporary corridor crews from that installation down to the still intact parts of the city. On July 19th, shuttles started landing in Elysium. But they were not there to deliver humanitarian aid. They were there to load up the most dedicated cadres of the Elysium Martian Guard. These cadres were joined by companies of Earthlings, most especially from the Polynesian battalion. For them, it was a simple choice. Jose Calderon clearly means Earthlings like us nothing but harm, but our friends the Elysians want to remove him from power. That sounds great. Let's go get him. Loaded up with armed enemies of Jose Calderon, the shuttles then departed Elysium. To decrease suspicion, the shuttles first docked with the orbital platforms above Tharsis. But then on July 21st, they abruptly disengaged and headed back to the surface. Now obviously this was an auspicious day. It was the 5th anniversary of the beginning of the 3 Days of Red. And despite the post-occupation hardships and deprivations, the Martians in all 3 cities still planned celebrations and commemorations. When the shuttles launched, the Olympian Black Caps staged a takeover of the peripheral landing platform and the adjacent corridors and levels. Taking advantage of the celebrations of the 3 Days of Red, they pulled this off without